Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And you may remember it wasn't too long ago we made this pattern here. And I thought it turned out okay. But I kind of want to do it again. But I want to try it this time with the colors facing inwards. I kind of feel like maybe when we have the colors pointed outwards, it sort of, I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's a little bit wrong. So we're gonna try it again. So let's this time transform. We're going to flip it clockwise, and then we're going to enlarge, and then move it off to the side and anchor that floating layer. Let's move it up higher. We're going to start up here at the top. So I was thinking about doing this with some browns. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. Let's get the paint bucket here. And start it out like this. So there's our browns, and then at the end it sort of does this. Now, in order to make this, I don't need to do both sides like this. I can just do one side because it mirrors, and I can copy and paste. So, So there's our first color. And the next color is going to be a black, but you know, around here we don't really do black, we do a gray. So in case we need to change out anything, we can do that. So I guess this is also the black one here. So this comes out and around, just like that. And then this one here, how does this one go? Like that, I guess. So this is a black. Right, and now for our other color, let's go to the brown and just lighten it up a bunch. Kind of almost an orange at this point. All right, so this comes through. And I think we will use the black string for sure, but I always thought this might be fun to kind of make it a little bit more earth tones this time around. Last time red and blue, it was fun, but I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe this might be kind of fun to try it a little bit different. Oh, I see. And then that's the black goes here and comes out over on the side, so that makes sense. It's funny, this other pattern was just days ago, but it's really easy for me to just sort of forget how I did a design like that. And then this comes through this way. And because we just sort of started at the beginning, you know, just sort of let it go with no particular plan, the center could turn out however it's going to turn out. I don't know. And I'm kind of actually excited about that. I kind of like the notion that it could be very different. So I'm just kind of filling in the strings as we go along. Kind of, it just makes sense to make sure I'm not making any mistakes. And it's kind of holding me in suspense of how does the end turn out. And we should be getting almost to the middle here, I would imagine. Kind of surprised the black one doesn't do a little more of a zigzag here. I guess it really doesn't need to. But it kind of seems like it certainly could. So here's our middle line creeping into view. Let me just get these bits here. Oh, falling behind the other one. There we go. And again, in this case here, you have two browns coming in that has two browns coming out. It's just how it has to work. So this one goes to the center, this one ends just before. This black string comes around this way, and it's at that very edge. The lighter ones don't show up at all. That's interesting. And then that black one comes in this way. So there we go. We've done 1/4 of it. I can hide our inspirational part and we can start copying and pasting this into place. So I'm using the guidelines here because they're perfectly set to make sure that this works. Control C, Control V, get our flip tool, go to the horizontal line. No, vertical line. Go to the vertical line, paste it into place. We go to the tab layer, we anchor the floating layer, and we merge it down. That way, when we come here and we collect the whole top half, again, copy and paste, we can do the flip tool off the horizontal line and get the other part of the bracelet. There we go. And again, layer, anchor, and merge. And now we have arrows pointing inwards and a very interesting big X with sort of stuff going on there. Hang on, I missed one of the strings on the ends there. There we go. Yeah, so it puts a big X in the middle. My theory is that this will look more interesting with the final product than the arrows pointing outwards. If that works out, maybe we'll try the other bracelet that I just recently did as well. And we'll be the judge of that later. So there we go. Before I go, quick shout out to my YouTube members for making this possible. I just opened up a big order of floss, and I am delighted in the notion that I probably have enough string to get me through the rest of this year. So thank you guys so much for that. I'll be saving up, I'm sure, to have string for next year as well. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about, but that's how it works around here. So all right, well, thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.